Most people think they know what a mushroom is. By the end of this video, you won't be so sure.
Are spore creatures the aliens we've been searching for? Or something far more ancient and insidious? Imagine a life form that doesn't need eyes, ears, or even a brain yet. It manipulates other species, alters human consciousness, and rearranges entire ecosystems. It hides in corpses. It hides in your dinner. It is fungus. And some scientists believe these fungal entities may be the actual rulers of Earth, which is comforting. Because nothing says top of the food chain like being bossed around by glorified rot. Take Cordyceps, nature's favorite little horror story. It's a parasite. Not content with killing bugs, it mind controls them first. Because, why just murder when you can puppet? Once infected, the insect climbs to a high point, clamps on, and dies. Then the spore creature erupts from its skull like a bad trip at Burning Man, showering the area in fungal confetti. This isn't death. It's control. Mind control. And it's not limited to ants. Cordyceps has variants for wasps, caterpillars, even spiders. Each strain perfectly tailored for its victim. It's almost like intelligence. Or perhaps something far worse, design. Fungi don't belong to the plant or animal kingdom. They're their own thing, biologically closer to humans than to plants. They breathe oxygen, eat dead things, and spread through mycelium massive underground networks. Basically, nature's version of Wi-Fi, but with more body snatching. These networks can reroute resources between plants feeding some, starving others. This isn't random, it's strategy. And strategy implies intent. If this were any other species, we'd call it intelligent. But because it's a mushroom, we call it soup. Paul Stamets, mushroom whisperer extraordinaire, once said,
Fungi are the interface organisms between life and death.
Romantic, isn't it? They break down the dead, sure, but they also build the new. Stamets even suspects they're not from Earth. And honestly, Earth barely deserves the credit. Q. Panspermio, the theory that life was seeded here from space. Fungal spores are absurdly resilient. They survive radiation, vacuum, freezing tongue, basically everything but TikTok. They might have drifted here like alien seeds, looking for a nice moist planet to infest. Lucky us. They're bizarre. No eyes, no legs, no spine. Yet they produce compounds that mess with your brain chemistry. Some heal, some kill, others yank your consciousness into realms where time dissolves and everything is made of snakes. Ancient cultures didn't take this lightly. Psychedelic spore creatures weren't party favors, they were sacred. Shamans used them to contact the divine. The divine often responded with disturbing geometric patterns and unsolicited life advice. Or worse, actual beings watching. Enter Terence McKenna and his stoned ape theory. He claimed early humans got smart by eating magic mushrooms. Language, culture, artal, thanks to tripping apes. Evolution by intoxication. But what if it wasn't just a brain boost? What if information was being transferred? Let's review. A species that spreads via spores, controls nervous systems, survives space, and directly interfaces with human minds. That's not just adaptation, that's a program. A long-running alien software update, disguised as mold. And perhaps we're not the final product. Maybe we're just a vehicle like an ant, forced to climb. We build rockets, broadcast signals, reach for the stars. But for whom, exactly? Who's pulling our strings? It's not just paranoia. Spore-headed gods appear in carvings from every corner of the ancient world. Beings with fungal halos and mycelium tendrils. Were they metaphors or user manuals? Science is catching up, albeit slowly and with less screaming. New fungal species are discovered weekly. Some glow, some eat radiation, some create chemicals we can't replicate. They learn, they heal, they defend. Not exactly a dumb fungus, is it? There are species that kill in minutes, others that halt cancer, and some that cause visions of flying reindeer and sky beings. Thanks again, red-capped Santa shrooms. They blur the line between medicine, poison, and interdimensional prank. New studies suggest they store memory. They respond to stimuli. They learn from damage. In other words, they're smarter than your Wi-Fi router and more patient than your therapist. We cover them in concrete. We ignore them, but they endure. They stretch beneath cities, forests, and bones. What if this entire planet is a single, living mind, and fungi are its thoughts? Cordyceps is the demo reel. But what if something's evolving right now? A variant that skips bugs and goes straight for the good stuff. Fuss, Mind Control 2.0, with bonus delusions of free will. Ancient cultures feared them for a reason. They weren't just tripping, they were taking notes. They saw the spore creatures as gods, demons, teachers. Maybe they were right. Maybe we buried the truth under pavement. So next time you walk through the woods, remember, beneath your feet lies a sentient kingdom older than your bones, smarter than your species, and possibly not from here. A hidden network, a planetary mind, a spore-born intelligence, still spreading, still learning, still unknown. And you just stepped on its face.
Thanks for sticking with me to the end. If this creeped you out, you're not alone. Like, comment, or just go look suspiciously at your leftovers. This is beyond unknown. I'll see you in the next one.